Have you ever had one of those days where your legs just don't feel right? Not exactly painful, not injured, not sore in the way you would expect after a long walk, but strangely heavy, almost like you are dragging them instead of moving freely the way you used to. It can feel subtle at first, almost easy to brush off, like something that will go away after a little rest. But then it keeps happening again and again. And slowly, you begin to wonder if something deeper is going on. Most people ignore this feeling completely, especially after the age of 60, because they assume it is just part of getting older, something that happens naturally with time. But what if that heavy feeling in your legs is not normal at all? And what if your body is actually trying to send you a warning that something inside is beginning to change? One of the biggest mistakes people make as they age is assuming that every new discomfort is simply a normal part of getting older. And while it is true that the body changes over time, not every symptom should be ignored or accepted without question. That feeling of heaviness in your legs is one of the most commonly dismissed signals, yet it is also one of the most important ones to pay attention to, because it often appears quietly, without pain, without urgency, and without enough discomfort to force immediate action. This is exactly why it becomes dangerous, because when something does not feel urgent, we tend to delay dealing with it, telling ourselves that we will look into it later or that it will resolve on its own. The truth is that your body rarely sends signals without a reason. And when it comes to circulation, nerve health, and muscle function, those early signals can make all the difference between staying strong and mobile or slowly losing strength over time. What heavy legs really mean? When your legs begin to feel heavy, one of the most common underlying causes is poor blood circulation, which means that blood is not flowing through your legs as efficiently as it should. Your muscles depend on a steady supply of oxygen-rich blood to function properly, and when that supply becomes limited, even slightly, your legs can begin to feel sluggish, weak, and unusually heavy. This is not something that happens overnight, and that is why many people fail to notice it early, because it develops gradually, often starting with mild symptoms that seem harmless at first. You might notice that walking feels slightly more tiring than usual, or that standing for longer periods becomes uncomfortable in a way that it never used to be. And over time, that feeling of heaviness becomes more frequent and more noticeable. What is happening beneath the surface is that your blood vessels may not be delivering enough oxygen and nutrients to your leg muscles, which can lead to fatigue, stiffness, and that dragging sensation that many people describe but cannot fully explain. There are several reasons why circulation begins to slow down, especially as we get older, and understanding these causes can help you recognize why your body might be sending you this signal. One of the most common reasons is a lack of movement, because when you sit for long periods of time, blood tends to pool in your lower body instead of circulating efficiently back to your heart. This is something that happens more often than people realize, especially if you spend a lot of time sitting during the day, whether it is watching television, working, or simply resting more than you used to. Another factor is the natural narrowing of blood vessels over time, which can reduce the flow of blood and make it more difficult for oxygen to reach your muscles, leading to that heavy and tired feeling. High blood pressure can also play a role, as it puts additional strain on your blood vessels and can gradually affect circulation in ways that are not immediately obvious. In some cases, underlying conditions such as diabetes or nerve-related issues can contribute to these symptoms, making it even more important to pay attention when your body starts to feel different. Warning signs you should never ignore. That heavy feeling in your legs is often just the beginning, and your body may be giving you additional signs that something is not functioning the way it should. You might notice swelling around your ankles, especially toward the end of the day, which can indicate that fluid is building up due to poor circulation. Some people experience cold feet even when the room is warm, which can be a sign that blood is not reaching the lower parts of the body efficiently. There may also be tingling sensations or numbness that come and go, which can point to nerve involvement or reduced blood flow. Another common sign is leg cramps at night, which can wake you up suddenly and leave your muscles feeling tight and uncomfortable, sometimes lasting for several minutes. Changes in skin color, such as a pale or slightly bluish tone, can also be a warning sign that oxygen levels in the blood are not where they should be. Individually, these symptoms might seem minor, but when they appear together or become more frequent, they should not be ignored. Many people who experience serious circulation problems later in life often look back and realize that their body had been warning them for a long time. They remember the heaviness, the discomfort, the small changes that seemed insignificant at the time, and they wish they had taken those signs more seriously. It is easy to delay action when something does not feel urgent, but the truth is that the earlier you respond to these signals, the better your chances of preventing more serious problems down the line. Your body is not working against you. It is trying to communicate with you, and the sooner you start listening, the more control you have over your health and your future. What you should do starting today. If your legs have been feeling heavy more often than usual, the first step is not to panic, but also not to ignore it. Start by making small adjustments to your daily routine, such as moving more frequently throughout the day instead of sitting for long stretches of time. Even simple movements, like standing up, walking around the room, or stretching your legs, can help improve blood flow and reduce that heavy sensation. Elevating your legs when you are resting can also help encourage better circulation and reduce swelling if it is present. And if these symptoms continue or become more noticeable, it is important to speak with a healthcare professional who can evaluate what is happening and guide you in the right direction. Simple habits that make a big difference. Supporting your circulation does not require extreme changes, but it does require consistency. Gentle walking on a daily basis can help keep your blood moving and your muscles active. Staying properly hydrated supports overall circulation and helps your body function more efficiently. Eating foods that promote healthy blood flow, along with light stretching, especially before bed, can also help reduce discomfort and improve how your legs feel over time. These habits may seem small, but when practiced regularly, they can have a powerful impact on your overall mobility and comfort. That heavy feeling in your legs is not something to dismiss or overlook. It is a signal, a message, and possibly an early warning that your body needs attention. The sooner you listen, the sooner you can take action, and the better your chances of staying strong, active, and independent for years to come. If this message helped you, share it with someone who might need to hear it, because sometimes a small piece of information can make a life-changing difference.